It's terrible that she got cut off so rudely like that after the whole thing about women. Isn't that terrible? We should bring her back. We have to make our country great again. We have to. We're going in the wrong direction. And I've been watching. Politicians are all talk and no action. It doesn't get done. You look at what's going on in Washington. We have a president that, in my opinion, is incompetent. He doesn't have a clue. You look at this negotiation with Iran. Just take a look. They're killing us in the negotiation. He keeps wanting it to go. Their negotiator goes back to the streets of Iran where he's celebrated as a great hero. He said that the president essentially is lying about what we're getting, and it turns out he's right. They're bragging about the great deal they're making. Who would have these people back? We should increase the sanctions and make a real deal. Nuclear is so important. We have babies in Washington. We have the wrong people. Look at China. They take our jobs. One by one, they take our jobs. They take our billions of dollars. They take our trillions of dollars. Then they loan it back to us. And we celebrate China. We're not celebrating China. Look at what just happened in Mexico. Ford, great company, wonderful company. They're going to build a plant in Mexico. $2.5 billion they'll be spending, building a plant in Mexico. How does that help us? They're going to make cars and trucks and parts and bring them into the United States. No tax, no nothing. That means they're taking our jobs. Now, we have a president that I don't even think he knows they're doing that. I don't think he knows they're doing it. Now, what would you do? What would Trump do? What would I do? I wrote The Art of the Deal. Do you know? Did anybody read The Art of the Deal by any chance? They didn't read it. So what happens is I'd call up the head of Ford. I'd say, congratulations on your plant. It's wonderful that you're spending $2.5 billion in Mexico. But let me tell you something. You're taking a lot of jobs away from the United States. And we're going to charge you a 35% tax on everything that you send in here. We're sending the illegals in from Mexico because we have no border. We're sending cars and trucks and parts. 35% we're charging you. And the head of Ford, if the president weren't Trump, if the president were a politician, all talk, no action, the lobbyists would call the president. And the president would say, oh, I see, I can't do that. I can't do it. And they'll say, Mr. President, these people backed you. Donors, lobbyists, they back you. You have no choice. You have to do it. You can't charge them a tax. Me? I'd say, guess what? You're paying that tax. You know what they're going to do? They're going to call me up the next day. They're going to say, Mr. President, we're building the plant in the United States. That I guarantee you. Now, we don't take care of our vets. We don't take care of our military. You look at what China's building. They're building a military force, the likes of which you'll never see again. And we don't even know it. They're taking islands in the sea and using them for their aircraft carriers, for their boats, for their ships, for their destroyers. They're building something that is unbelievable. And everybody's concerned, but you don't hear about it. You don't hear about it. We have to strengthen our military. We have to strengthen our border. If we don't strengthen our border, our southern border, we don't have a country. Because people are pouring in. They're pouring in. Hundreds of thousands of people are coming in. I would build a wall, the likes of which nobody has ever seen before. I'm a really good builder. Have you heard that? I really know how to build. I build very, very, very tall, beautiful buildings, and they do well. And you know who'd pay for the wall? Mexico. Because they've been screwing us so badly, frankly, they're going to have to pay. I'm sorry. They'll pay. And it won't even be close. So when you look at everything that's happening to our country, and when you look at the kind of things going on, we're not going to have this great and beautiful place anymore. Now, I know the people. I've been in Iowa so many times. I love the people of Iowa. You know, they said, what are they like? I go back to New York. I see my friends. They say, what are the people of Iowa? I know the people because I have so many friends here. They say, these are hard-working people that love the country. That's what the people of Iowa are. They're hard-working, and they love the country. They really love the country. So what my concept is, and what I'm looking at doing, is in June, I'm going to be making an announcement. The announcement is going to surprise a lot of people, because I cannot take the political nonsense any longer. And I watch, and I know a lot of the people that are running and everything. The moon will rise, the sun will rise, that's not what we need. We need jobs. We need jobs in this country. I would say that I would be, because I do, over the years, over my life, I've created tens of thousands of jobs. Tens of, me, tens of thousands. Can you believe this? Developments all over, tremendous success, and I've built tremendous things. And we can do that as a country. We can do that as a country. We have to do that, and we have to start thinking about it, because we cannot let this country be in debt $18 trillion, of which it just came out today. I don't know if you saw, $1.3 trillion is owed to China. $1.3 trillion. So they take our jobs, they take our money, and then they loan our money back, and we have people that don't even know what's happening. We can't let it continue, because we're not going to have a country left. We cannot let it continue. So I'm going to make a decision. People are going to be very surprised. The other day a poll came out, and it showed that I'm beating most people, and they all say, that's incredible. Because, honestly, we don't even, is he running? We didn't know he was running. Everyone thinks I'm not going to run. Why would he give up his life to do this? To get bad stories, horrible stories. You know, the media, by the way, the political media, some of it's good, but a lot of it's very, very dishonest. So, you know, why would he do this? To get lambasted? I don't care. We have to make our country great. It's true. It's true. We have to make our country great. And when they say, why would he do it? I do it for one reason. I love our country. I love our country. And we have tremendous potential. The good news, tremendous. But we can't let it continue to go on like this, or we're never going to be able to bring it back. The potential of this country and the people in this country are great. But we have to let them do their thing, or it will never come back again. We can't have 4 more years of the kind of thinking that we've had in Washington for the last almost 8 years. We can't have it. So we have, thank you. So we have a great country. We have tremendous potential. There won't be any Fords going to Mexico. They'll be building here. There won't be any other companies leaving Tennessee. A big plant, $1.3 billion, just announced they too are going to Mexico. That's not happening. That stuff is not happening. We will have a strong military. We'll be able to take care of our vets. I'll take the money from China. I'll take the money from Japan. I'll take the money from Mexico. We'll become a rich